Hey guys, James Wolf here, and today I did this a while back, but I'm gonna redo it because I never finished it. This is 80 days. I will be linking it in the description down below. I know I said that in the last couple episodes about a couple things, but I'll remember to do it eventually. Also, I want to say two things. I want to say I don't. I'm not sorry for the frame rate that this is currently running at, 14 by the way. But I do want to say I'm sorry for the frame rate this is running at. Not much I could do. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Spent like 15 minutes trying to find a fucking Band-Aid, only to find out that we're either out of them or my father has fucking hidden them so well that only he knows where they are. So I currently have a paper towel around my finger, which is bleeding due to dry skin and cracking, all that. And I'm going to have to ask him for one in the morning. Sorry, give me a second. I should tape it, but I'll do it later. We're currently playing 80 Days. I want to apologize for the 14 frames per second, but I also want to say I really don't give a shit. This is a game I like, and you're going to have to deal with it. Also, there is no music because I really don't want to deal with any copyright or anything. So, I'll just add some YouTube calm music over it later. I have entered into the service of a new gentleman. It would seem he's a gambling man. I'm not going to read it in that voice the entire time, but, Inkle presents. By the way, there may be some freezing. So, in association with Cape Guy. Directed by Joseph Ingold and John Ingold and Joseph whatever. Script by Meg Janeth. PC and Mac editions by Ben Nicholson. Yeah, all those people. Sorry, I'm enjoying a nice hot cocoa or chocolate, whatever you want to call it. There's London. Also, I want to make a note of something. I just watched a video on Instagram before I start this. I just watched a video on Instagram. It was of a dude pretending he's blind, which by itself is horrible, but he was doing it as an experiment to see who would help. He went to a rich neighborhood, and a middle class to low income neighborhood. And when he asked a couple rich people to help, one of them walked away. The other one, who clearly had a phone in his hand, said he didn't know where the library was. He was asking the dude that was pretending he was blind was asking for a library, or where to be directed to one. And the dude that said he didn't know where a library was also said he didn't have a phone. He clearly had one in his hand. And when the dude called him out on it, he walked away, mumbling to himself about how he was pissed that someone was doing this to him. Then when he went to the middle class / low income neighborhood, a very nice man actually walked the dude to the library without a second thought. Just he did it out of the goodness of his heart. And that goes to show you that rich people not all rich people, but a decent amount of rich people don't give a fuck about anyone else but them. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's start. Begin. You shouldn't notice much difference in the gameplay other than slight stuff like this lagging. Monsieur Phileas Fogg returns home early from the Reform Club and in a newfangled steam carriage. Besides, I helped him down. And the iron-lunged, steam-driven horses clattered away. Pespechier, said he, we are going around the world. Very good, monsieur. I murmured dutifully, not believing a word of it. We shall circumnavigate the globe within 80 days. He was quite calm as he proposed this wild scheme. We leave for Paris on the 8:25 in an hour. But of course, I are still extremely suspicious. He nodded. Good. Pack an altimeter and an evening jacket. There is not a moment to waste. Now have funds. Your character is now dependable. Pack. I have 4,000 pounds. Woolen trousers will ensure it has to pack an evening jacket and a pocket altimeter. European shipping timetables. That'll be good to know. Actually, I'm literally just putting it in there so I learn the routes. And then I'm taking it out and putting the wax cylinder in, I believe. There we go. Stockholm. Yes. Now pack. A wax cylinder. Routes for ships in Europe will be visible in the globe. Valuable in Vienna, Paris, and Copenhagen. Inscribed with marks describing a recording of a symphony. Of course, of interest to humor us, Stewart, official, and soldier types. We're going to Paris, so the wax cylinder would be the most thing. I am on fine form, but we must make haste. Embark. Come on. Hold on. You know what? Let's turn on. There we go. There we go. Hold on. The mechanical horses raced past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall faster than a team of thoroughbreds. Oh, shit. Even so, the whistle of the 8:25 was blowing as we pulled up to Charing Cross Station. We raced along the concourse and threw ourselves aboard as the second whistle shrieked its warning. We barely had time to take our seats before the guard rapped smartly on the compartment door. He held out his hands. Tickets, please. I'll tell the truth. I explained, giving him a beseeching look. We did not have time to buy tickets. You may purchase them from me, the guard was saying. Though it is more expensive, I am afraid. £85, please. I'm not going to argue with him. Just give me £85. I handed over the 85 pounds and smiled a thin smile from one working man to another. The guard gave me our tickets and slid the compartment door shut behind him with a pneumatic hiss. Your funds have gone down somewhat. Of course they have. I'm at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Monsieur, money. The journey will be most expensive, Monsieur. Indeed, but we can earn a little from buying and selling our possessions as we travel the journey. But tell me, Monsieur, what is the purpose of our journey? I have made a hefty wager, and I do not intend to lose. Favors. London's small gave way to rolling hills and the pastures of the Kentish countryside, still untouched by the hands of technological advancement. Jesus Christ. Monsieur Fogg reads his paper whilst I repack our bags, thrown together in a haste and confusion. As the afternoon turned inexorbitantly to evening, I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on the door. A few miles before Dover, we were about to submerge. He warned, "Take some people a bit funny, so watch out." Very good, I replied, as though submerging inside a 1,000-ton metal train was quite ordinary for me. If you feel claustrophobic, the guard replied, try running up and down the corridor. I always find the exercise helps. With that, he closed the door. Would Mr. Fogg be claustrophobic? I doubted it. He appeared not to be by mere matters of place and circumstance. An alarm sounded as the fins above the Amphitrite's wheels extended with a hydraulic hiss. Night fell as we plunged past the end of the track into the freezing water of the English Channel. Your relationship with Mr. Fogg strengthened slightly. Yay. The Amphitrite plowed through the water overnight and splashed up on wider gauge French tracks as Calais as dawn broke. I begin to consider what we might require on our journey: loose clothes for hot weather and furs for cold, driving clothes for roads, and weatherproof gear for boats. In the markets of the cities we passed through, I grew a little melancholy at the thought. No doubt, whatever we required, I would have to carry. Just after 1 o'clock, automaton porters lifted our luggage and then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately filigreed iron arms. Paris, city of my heart. I was home, but not to stay. Holy shit! I was just expecting to make our money back with that from the tickets. I'll sell that. $2,300 in Berlin. Shit. Traveling cloak, part of the gentleman's shop set. Shaving kit, part of the cleaning set. Hair soap, Badger bristle brush, Nikki the air trackers kit. Wardrobe kit. Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna explore. So I would need to keep that wine. And then head here. Because the wine is only valuable worth $2,300 or 2,300 pounds. Here. So, do I want to go to Berlin? Do I just want to... Let's get the shaving kit. Let's go exploring. So we don't have a train going. We have a few hours to spare. I asked Mr. Fogg if I might enjoy my city before we have to leave. Indeed. And should you learn anything of note, be sure to relay it. I nod and head into town. Recording. I think I'm gonna do Paris and then end. I'm not gonna read all of this because it's gonna wear out my voice like crazy. Plus, you guys don't want to hear me talk that long. I'm just selecting stuff because I want to just get this. Let's get a hotel. Do I want to get a train up to Amsterdam and then to Berlin? Or do I want to go Munich, Vienna, Prague, Berlin? Let's go Amsterdam. Tomorrow, private car departs for Amsterdam. Shh. "17 players have taken this route or are currently taking this route. Day 89. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not shooting for 80 days here. I'm just shooting for the kind of want to do the one that's tomorrow, but whatever. Let's get the hotel for the night. We took a hotel for the night. We will be comfortable here, Monsieur Fogg remarked. But traveling overnight will often be more efficient. I think I'm gonna go Amsterdam and then Berlin. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, wait a minute, that removes health. That doesn't remove it. I'd rather think this departure could be adjusted. We'll figure out that out in the next episode, because I think I'm gonna leave this episode off here and just yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It's free, it's easy, and it supports me quite greatly. And I don't mind hearing your guys' opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I shall see you guys all later. Bye bye.